Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit. You're here with Mick and Joff, and today we are doing our Game Week 25 Hit Squad. So it's our best 15 players, including our bench options for Game Week 25. We're going to start with our goalkeepers, Joff. Who we got in goals there, mate?
All right, so Mr. Allison from Liverpool. We've been spoiled here with the deluxe option. This is our best keeper option we've had all season, I feel, in the hit squad. But
gets assists as well, Allison. So
he likes the old long ball. He's good with his feet. But look, it's kind of banking on Ingsy not scoring here because Ingsy's in some good form. But I feel like he could be a good shout at home to Southampton. But who's first in the defence, Mick?
Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's just a stalemate in the team. Can't get rid of him. Got an assist against the Wolves. He's on set pieces, corners. He's pretty much a staple in any defence, and he's always in our team, mate. Take us on to our next defender.
He's stuck in there, man. He's stuck in there. Second in defence, we're going with Diego Rico. So at home to Aston Villa here, and he nearly had a clean sheet. He nearly had about 11 points last game week if he didn't concede late. Mr. Aaron Moy, the Aussie, he did some damage because I had bloody Rico. But he's on corners. That's one thing that I like. So he's on corners and he gets forward. It's just that it's a matter of time before he scores, I feel like he's got 3 assists this season and could be a good option. And who wraps up the defence, Mick?
To wrap it up, we're waiting for a return from Mr. Lundstrom for quite some time, and the last time we waited this long, he came up and delivered the goods at home. So, this is an away fixture against Palace, but I can see Lundstrom doing something this game. They've had a bit of a rough run, Sheffield, but it's starting to ease up now their fixtures, and this is one of those easy fixtures for them. So I'm going to go with Sir Lord Lundstrom as our final defender, mate. Why don't you take us on to our first midfielder?
All right, so first in the midfield, Mohamed Salah. Just a standard. He's at home. He's probably looking like our captain as well for this team. 4 home goals in 4 home games, and this video is filmed just before the double game week, so maybe another little return there to boost confidence in captaincy and ownership. But just a usual Salah. And who is next, Mick?
Next up, we're going with James Maddison. So Leicester, playing a leaky Chelsea. This is actually a big fixture when you think about it, because it's going to be 3rd versus 4th. So big fixture for both teams, and I think they're both going to go for it. They both really have to go for it. And James Maddison can exploit that. He's going to be putting in balls behind. And we can see if Jamie Vardy is fit, Maddison's going to be supplying those balls. He's created 12 chances in the last 4 game weeks, which is literally second best only to Kevin De Bruyne. So, he's still been up there, even though he has been slightly out of form. He's still been delivering those chances. So hopefully Leicester start converting him, and Maddison will start getting those points, mate. When takes us on to the next midfielder.
All right, so next in the midfield, we've got Marshall Matters. So, 4 goals in his last 6 games and without Rashford. So he's on penalties most likely and free kicks and a share of free kicks as well. So just like that little bit of a extra workload, he could be a really good option to own in the coming weeks. And I know Wolves don't concede too many, but if someone's going to score for United, you'd think it'd be Marshall this week. But so who is next, Mick? Who is next in the middle?
Yeah, next up we've got Jack Grealish. We've got Captain Jack Sparrow. He has been in some great form of late. Really been holding up for this Villa team, who has come into form of late. They've been really fighting there. They know they're in this relegation battle, and they're starting to really get up for it, which is great. So they're playing another relegation rival in Bournemouth this week. So I think it's going to be a massive game. It's a real 6-pointer, and Jack Grealish is the type of player that likes to get up for these games. He's created 9 chances in the last 4 game weeks, which is 6th best of any midfielder. So, for a 6.6 midfielder, that's some good stats. And, and we've seen what he's done this season. So he's definitely an option if you don't currently own him. All right, mate, why don't you take us on to our forward line?
Good old Captain Jack. So starting us off in the forward line is my punt of the week, Mr. Pookie, the Pookie Party. So, he got a hat-trick last time out against Newcastle. And, history repeats sometimes, and I feel that he's got back-to-back goals in his last 2 fixtures, so could be one to look at, especially 11 goals for the season, for a team that's been promoted. I'm really impressed with his season, and it could only get better and better. And who is next in the front line, Mick?
Next up, we've got Troy Deeney. We've got the Dean machine, mate. I like this. I like this choice. I mean, it's hard to actually free up a spot for Troy, but I mean, people out there that maybe want to get rid of Vardy, think he's out of form, and want to free up some money. He's someone to think about. And this Watford team is in form. And Troy, mate, Troy's stats. I'm very surprised with Troy's stats. Coming to this game, he's created 9 chances in the last 4 game weeks, which is best of any forward. That's interesting to know. I did not expect that. He's had 11 goal attempts in the last 4, which is about equal 5th best in the league of any forward. It's another stat that I did not expect for Troy Deeney. Coming up against an Everton team, so I think when it comes to rivalry, I think these teams are pretty well placed to off against each other. So they're both going to be going for it. Should be some goals in that game. All right, mate. Take us on to our last forward for Gameweek 25.
In depth with Troy Deeney, I love that. Next up, last in the team, we've got Sergio Aguero. So yeah, he actually likes playing Tottenham, and Tottenham like to concede goals. So if Sergio starts in this game, it's always a bloody lottery with Pep rotation, he could go large. And 6 goals in his last 3 games, and one of them was off the bench. He got a cheeky goal off the bench for the winner. So Guardiola knows how important he is, and obviously then the league is done and dusted basically. But Guardiola will want to continue form for the other cup competition. So I like Aguero this week. And who is our goalkeeper on the bench?
Yeah, our benched goalkeeper this week is Mr. Foster, Ben Foster. Been absolutely just
Strong.
pulling up trees for Watford in the last few game weeks, mate. So it's hard to go past him. I know they are playing Everton, but it is our home game. So this Nigel Pearson, Watford's an absolute different beast. So great backup goalkeeper this week, mate. Who do we have first on the bench?
So first on the bench, he's got 2 returns in his last 2 game weeks. Mr. Hayden. So he got a 7 against Chelsea with a goal, and he got a 5 against Everton with an assist. So I mean, pretty handy first sub. Cantwell's obviously been ousted again. He hasn't made the team for a couple of weeks now. So Hayden, he's jumping in the team, and who knows? He's not going to play. Let's be honest. But who's next on the bench, Mitch?
Mate, I've actually owned Mr. Hayden. It's kind of hard not to play him this week at home to Norwich with the form that he's in as well. So I love that as a first bench. He probably end up my first bench job anyway. Sticking with the Newcastle love, I'm gonna go with Fernandes, mate. He's been starting for Newcastle. He's due a goal really as well against this Norwich team. He does get up for headers, so he's had a few goal attempts in the last 4. So I reckon Fernandes is a bit of a shout for this week. A little cheeky punt there as well.
Nice.
So who we got last on the bench, mate?
Well, wrapping it up, we have got Cathcart from Watford. I know again Everton is a team that look a little bit different under Ancelotti, but we just like this Watford team. Nigel Pearson, I'm really liking that. And you never know, a clean sheet could come here. But I mean, look, it was a budget option to make this team work and flow into 100 million. But nice little hit squad there, Mick.
Excellent, mate. I do like it. I think this hit squad's going to achieve some great things. Definitely some great things. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. If you did like this video, hit the subscribe, give us a like. We'll be back real soon. Thank you once again. As we say at FPL Take the Hit, always remember to stay positive.
Keep chasing them green arrows, guys.
Thanks, guys. Ciao. Take the hit. Take the hit. Take the hit.